Well, aloha from Maui, everyone. Welcome to Bulletproof Monday. I am Susan Sly, and I have a question for you. Are you in a business of some sort? It doesn't matter what kind. It could be direct sales. It could be that you're a life coach. It could be that you have a large company and you know that you need to set yourself apart. Well, the answer is we all need to set ourselves apart. And today in this live, I'm going to be talking about why you need to set yourself apart and 6 ways to do it. It's going to be super easy and simple. And first things, I want to acknowledge you. Hey, Kim, I want to acknowledge you for those of you who join every single week. Normally, I do Bulletproof Monday at 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern. We are on our family vacation, and my kids want to go pet baby goats in the upcountry, so we're going to be leaving to do that. Hey, Angela. Hey, Ivy. So with that, I want to get straight into the goods. So you're in business, and business can be very competitive. It can be very daunting at times. And the reality is that sometimes things that worked at one point don't work currently. And sometimes you can be, shaking your head and going, what should I do? And you see maybe revenues are going down and income is going down, and you're wondering, like, maybe I should just go get a job or go back to school. The good news is, you're in business, and it's awesome. And there are some strategies to apply and things you can do right now that aren't going to cost you anything. So hopefully you're excited about that. I'm going to get into that. A couple of quick announcements. So I have a class, Business Academy, and I teach you how to build a successful online business. I've had a successful online business since 1995, which is so cool. And in that class, we go from idea to implementation in 6 weeks. This is a hardcore course. And generally speaking, classes like this are about 5,000 or more. In this class, I'm going to teach you how to do it, your own branding, getting your idea out there into the world, whether you want to, put your coaching business into the world, or you want to do your education business into the world, or whatever it is. I'm going to teach you how to do it. Or even if you just want to get your brand out there and set yourself apart. So you can go to www.susansly.com, and the class is Business Academy. Now, here's the deal. It says $1,997 on the web, but if you sign up for my newsletter, I'm actually going to send you a coupon for $1,000 off. So you get to work with me intensely for only $997. It's ridiculous. So go to susansly.com, register for my newsletter. You will get a coupon for that. It's super cool. I have a brand new update. Sales Nirvana, the event I just did in Phoenix, was a massive, massive success. I'm going to be doing another version of Sales Nirvana on December the 7th. I believe it's the 7th. It's a Friday. It might be the 6th rather, in Las Vegas, Nevada. And details are coming soon for that event. That's where I teach you how to set yourself apart using NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. It's going to be only $97 for the day. We had grown men crying at the last one. It was amazing. It's going to be an incredible event. So that is Las Vegas on Friday, December 6th. So look for information coming. For my newsletter subscribers, every week I send you whatever I'm teaching in these Facebook Lives. I write it up for you and I gift it to you. And so all the steps, you don't even have to take notes on these. You're going to get them delivered to your inbox, but you have to go to susansly.com, especially if you like today's content, because that's how you'll get it. So with that, thanks, Kim, for the compliment. Let's get down to it and talk about why you have to differentiate. So there's a book called Blue Ocean Strategies. And in this book, what they're talking about is the blue ocean and the red ocean, and understanding this is so important for business. So if you're taking notes, what I want you to do at the top of your left-hand part of your page, I want you to write blue ocean. The top of your right-hand part of your page, I want you to write red ocean. So a red ocean is highly competitive. It's very aggressive. Your ROI, your return on investment, is much lower. There are a lot of other players in that market. That's where all the sharks are swimming. Think about an ocean, and I'll show you guys as we fish. I'll show you the view from my balcony here in a moment. Think about an ocean. If I had a bunch of fish that I dropped into the ocean, and dead fish, all the sharks are going to come around. It's going to be a feeding frenzy, all sorts of blood. That's what a red ocean is. And when you think about companies that fail, or businesses that fail, or individuals that fail, it is because they're in the red ocean. And in the red ocean, you have to spend more money to get your message out. You have to put in a lot more time, effort to get people to even know you exist. And let's say, as an example, I'll give you a great example that years ago, in the circus industry, as an example, there was Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. How many of you are old enough to remember going to a circus where they actually had animals and stuff performing, right? I remember going as a little girl. And how many of you remember, you know, the clowns, the freaky clowns? It was super scary. Yes, you remember those. Or maybe you saw it on TV. When I was a little girl, I was born in 1972. They used to show the circus on television. Some of you remember that, right? Well, anyway, these two guys from Quebec, they said, you know what, the circus industry, they were professional performers. They're like, you know what, a lot of people don't like the animals and they abuse the animals, and they don't care that these are celebrity circus performers. No one cares about that. So they decided that they were going to do something different, and they were going to take the circus and make it about the audience. They were going to create these tents that were like these amazing, gorgeous experiences that people would go to. They were going to hire performers that, you know, were just amazing acrobats, and they were going to have themes like the Beatles or Michael Jackson or what have you. And that became Cirque du Soleil, which is the most profitable circus company in all of history. And how many of you have been to a Cirque du Soleil show, right? Maybe you were at one in Las Vegas. I know I've been to the Michael Jackson one a couple of times. So with regard to that, you know, understanding that, sorry, I'm just having some technical issues because I am here live in Maui. Anyway, so with regard to that, it's understanding that Cirque du Soleil was in a very red ocean. They were in the red ocean of circus, and then they decided to create their own blue ocean and do things differently. Now, in the column that you're writing blue ocean, what I want you to write down are things like this. Write down that in the blue ocean, there's less competition. In the blue ocean, there's more money to be made. In the blue ocean, there are more people interested in your business and your products and your services. In the blue ocean, there is a lot less effort. And some of you, especially those of you in network marketing, you were able, you know, in 2008, 2009 to post before and after pictures or post product pictures, and you get all these people inboxing you and wanting to join your business. Well, that doesn't happen anymore because it's a red ocean. Even Facebook is a red ocean. Twitter is a red ocean. Instagram is a red ocean. You have to be on all of them. And it's interesting, even LinkedIn, I went on my LinkedIn this morning and LinkedIn was a blue ocean, and now my inbox is just full of people soliciting me. It drives me crazy. It's like trying to get married on the first date. Hi, Susan, I looked at your profile. Would you be interested in my $10,000 course to make you a better speaker? No, you don't know anything about me. It's such a red ocean. So understanding that, the reality is that you want to set yourself apart. You want to be in the blue ocean. You want people, Emily, Ivy, Linda, you want people to pay attention to you. And it doesn't matter what your product or service is, that even if it's been around for 10, 15, 20 years, it doesn't matter. You can always create a blue ocean for yourself by doing the following things. But all successful companies have to become blue oceans. Even if you look at Apple, sorry, I keep getting this pop up on my screen. This has never happened before, where Google is like trying to kick me out of Facebook right now. But anyway, okay, forget you, Google. I'm just going to close a couple of tabs here because I really want to deliver today's message. And, you know, sketchy internet, I'm on Hawaii. It doesn't matter. Okay. No, Google, leave me alone. All right. So with that, what I want to talk about is how you can create your own blue ocean strategy, whatever it is you're doing. Okay. And so with that, oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I'm closing Google. Hopefully that helps. All right. I apologize, everyone. It just is what it is. Thank you, Ivy. I love. Okay. I'm back, everyone. Just gotta laugh, embrace technology. So where I was is that, you know, in creating your own blue ocean strategy, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the first video from earlier and come to this video secondly. So to create your own blue ocean strategy, there are certain things that you've got to do in order to set yourself apart. So the first one is to look at Google Trends. And so if you just go and you literally type in Google Trends, you're going to pull up trends, and you want to search for relevant terms in your company, in your profession, and see what people are searching. So right now, in one of my businesses, it was very much a red ocean, and that is a tenuous red ocean. It's so much competition. People are like, oh my gosh, what I used to do isn't working. I'm like, duh, because it's a red ocean. So one of the things I started to do is look at what the trends were, and in that specific industry, look at what people are searching. So now I've got people really fired up, really excited, because we've created a blue ocean strategy around a trend. So what you do when you use Google Trends, if you don't know what Google Trends are, you go in there and you search. So I would give you an example. So let's say you are in the weight loss business, right? So you might search weight loss. And then let's say that you have a product that does, I don't know, HGH or something, I don't know. Then you go weight loss, and then you go HGH diet, and then you might go ketogenic diet. And then you search in those terms and compare them, and then you can see what people are searching, because Google Trends, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is illustrating what the public wants. And once you know what people want, this leads me to point number 2, then you have to figure out how to give it to them. So number 1 is, what are the trends? I always take notes for you on Monday. Number 2 is, how can I give it to them? So even if you're in a network marketing company that's been around 100 years, there's a way for you to give your products or services to people based on the trends. It's just putting that new lens through it. A great example of this is Steve Jobs and Apple. He was not the first to the portable music space. How many of you had a Sony Walkman? How many of you had a Discman, right? He was not the first person to go, yes, we're going to walk around with our music or do whatever we're going to do. In fact, he was very late to that red ocean. But what he decided to do was create his own blue ocean within the red ocean by making our portable music devices a lot smaller, by making the music easier to get to. And so instead of us going to a record store, I'm Canadian, I remember going to Sam the Record Man on Yonge Street years ago. Instead of going to a record store or buying CDs or buying audio cassettes, Steve Jobs said, we're going to just download it from the internet. And so he created, in the portable music space, a whole blue ocean strategy. And now we don't even use iPods. We put the music on our phone. And I want the iPod back. I'm just saying, I don't like running with my phone. The thing's too big. I want my iPod back. Apple, Tim Cook, hear me now. Okay, hashtag bring back the iPod. Anyhow, so that's what Apple did. And, you know, Apple wasn't the first company that was in the mobile phone space. How many of you had a Motorola phone or a Nokia phone? I did. I remember having a big Motorola brick phone in the 90s. But the reality is that, you know, Apple said, we're going to make the phone hip. We're going to make it cool. We're going to make it sleek. And so they created their own blue ocean along with Samsung in that space. How many of you had a Palm Pilot, right? The Palm Pilot was one of those first phones to have that stylus thing. Now Samsung, the Galaxy 9, it has a stylus, so it's bringing that back. So no phones right now in the blue ocean have a stylus. So Samsung's creating a blue ocean in the mobile phone space. Does this make sense? Hopefully it does. All right. The third thing is, how do I get their attention? So now you know what the trends are. You recognize there's a red ocean maybe for you, but how do you create the blue ocean? How do you take what it is you sell, give people what they want, and then get their attention? So then you have to figure out how to put the optics on what it is you do so that people are going to pay attention to you. So, you know, one of my blue ocean strategies is Bulletproof Monday. It's just being consistent. You know, today we're a little early. Here's where I'm talking tech. I'm talking business. You're getting the wisdom of a 46-year-old woman with 5 kids who's been an online millionaire for years, who started her first online business in 1995. I'm in a blue ocean when it comes to women talking about this stuff. There are a lot of women influencers. They're talking about life balance and things like that. I'm bringing the tech side of it. It's a bit of a blue ocean, to give you an example. So, you know, rebranding my newsletter, rebranding these Mondays with Bulletproof, that is a blue ocean strategy, and it gets the attention of different people than otherwise would have followed me. So I'm just laying it all out and telling you the secrets, right? And so how do you get people's attention? So right now on social media, one of the things Gary Vaynerchuk talked about, and I did a speaking event with him years ago. Shouts out to you, Gary, if you see this. I love what he's saying. Because it's such a red ocean, you've got to be posting 20 to 30 times a day, 30 or more, commenting on your, I'm everywhere. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I just like this format for Facebook because one of the things about Facebook, and shouts out to Facebook, they own a lot of VR technology. They're very smart. They want to get into custom programming, and lots of people are going to IGTV right now and, having your videos on Instagram. Instagram's like looking at a catalog, right? But Facebook owns Instagram. It's a different avatar. So that's why I'm here doing my weekly show here as opposed to doing it somewhere else. Okay, so just knowing those trends, how to get people's attention. And then number 4 is, what can I give them for free? So Bulletproof Mondays, I teach, a lot of stuff. There are a lot of people out there who pertain to be influencers, but they're not all millionaires. Very few actually are. But you get the benefit of getting my knowledge and wisdom for free every single Monday, or listening to my podcast show, the Susan Sly Project, all of that stuff, right? So this is stuff I do for free. So what can you do for free that is going to attract people from the red ocean where they have to pay for things into your blue ocean? So could you give them a free webinar? Could you do your own podcast show? Could you do a live and do it at the same time? Could you do a weekly coaching Q&A? Could you do all those things? 100%. In fact, I have all those things. Don't look at me and be like, oh, Susan Sly is everywhere. I have everything. I have like the free life planner. I have this. I have my podcast. You've got to give a ton away for free to create your blue ocean. Number 5 is, how do you create more value so that you're going to set yourself apart? So you give people something for free and they might watch your show once or download your podcast once, but how do you just keep them coming back for more because you're giving amazing value? So one of the things I do is, after, I'm giving a lot away for free, people who come work with me in my classes, and some of you have, and I know you love them, because my returning student rate is over 78%. That means someone who takes my class is 78% more likely to take another class from me. That I give amazing value. I give extra teaching time. I give live coaching. I give free advice. There's so much I give when I teach. So by the time someone goes to spend, whether it's $397 with me or $997 with me for one of my training programs, Organize Your Life, or OYL Business Academy, or if they're coming to work at my digital agency and paying $97, which is the entry point to work with me personally, buying some software for $97 a month, and you get access to me as a part of that. Oh my gosh, so you pay for your software and you don't pay for anything else. It's crazy. That's, another way that I'm adding tremendous value. So how can you add tremendous value? You're attracting people with free, adding the value. This is the stuff people don't want you to know, how all the influencers do it. And I have influencer friends who, are making like $5 million a year or more. And this is the formula for it. And number 6 is, now that you've created value, now in your blue ocean, you can upsell. Like, look at the iPhone, the base iPhone, and now we pay like $1,200 for an iPhone. Like, this iPhone was $1,200 for the X. Oh my gosh. It's insidious when you really think of it, but we all do it. Even the person on the budget, or a student with looking down the barrel of $250,000 in student loan debt, is like, I need a $1,200 phone, because that's the culture we live in now. It's crazy. But what Apple did is, they created a lot of entry point things. It's almost like gateway drugs, and then you get addicted, and then of course then you see yourself spending $1,200 on a phone. I mean, it's insane, but that's what they do, and that's what companies do. And you can use your superpowers for good, or you can use them for evil. I want you guys to all use them for good, but I want you to really leave today's live thinking about, how can you do it? So in summary, you got to look at the trends. Number 2, how can you give people what they want, what they're searching for with your company, with your business? Number 3, how do you get people's attention? Number 4, what free opt-in can you create? Number 5, how do you add value? And then 6, how do you upsell people from that initial entry point value? So is this some content today you guys can use? Hopefully it is. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, why would you not spend $27 on software to come work with me? It's crazy. And if you want to do that, just go to the agency 8. It's the number 8.com. You can sign up for your Infusionsoft account. You pay this for the software, and then we're going to coach you for free on how to build your online business. It's ridiculous. Again, if you didn't hear, if you go to SusanSly.com, my personal website, you sign up for my newsletter, you're going to get a $1,000 coupon off my Business Academy course, where we take you from idea to implementation in 6 weeks. It's crazy. So with that, I read all of your comments and questions. My kids want to go pet baby goats in the upcountry, so that's what we're going to be doing. I do Bulletproof Monday every single Monday at 2 Pacific. Today we're early. And don't forget, for my newsletter subscribers, what I do for you is I take all this content, I write it up for you. I spend a couple hours doing it, and I put it in your inbox. So if you didn't get all my 6 points today, you will when I mail it out to you. So with that, I love you guys. You're awesome. You're in business. You're entrepreneurs. I know it's not easy, but it's so worth it. So with that, God bless, and I will see you next time.